Hello again. I would like to talk about the global airport development and the current conditions in this COVID context. If we start with the TAV's journey, TAV has been established back in 1997 for the purpose of constructing, designing and operating Istanbul Atatürk Airport. So our journey started with Atatürk Airport. We started operations back in year 2000. Then after, the company growth and we had some international operations during the last 20 years. The group has diversified businesses. Our main operations are related to airport management. In Turkey, we are operating 5 airports, namely Antalya International, Ankara International, Izmir International, Bodrum International Airport and Gazi Paşa International Airport. Other than Turkey, we have 2 airport operations in Georgia, Tbilisi and Batumi airports, 2 in Macedonia, Skopje and Ohrid airports, 1 in Croatia, Zagreb International Airport, 2 in Tunisia, Enfida and Monastir airports, an airport in Saudi Arabia, which is the one and only private airport, which is Medina Airport, and lastly, Riga International Airport, where we do all commercial management services inside the terminal building. The new addition to the portfolio will be Almaty International Airport, which we will take over the operations by the beginning of October. Other than airport operations, we have services companies where we provide matrix services to the organization. We have one of the largest duty-free companies, a partnership with Heinemann named ATÜ, which provides duty-free services in all our airports. We have a food and beverage company called BTA, which provides in-flight and terminal catering in the airports. We do have one of the largest ground handling companies, namely Havaş, which provides ground handling services in more than 30 airports of Turkey and in Latvia. We have a security company which provides security services for airports only, and we have a technology company which provides airport IT services. These companies not only work under TAV umbrella but also provide services to the third parties. The group also has a second arm, which is TAV Construction, which is one of the largest airport construction companies in the world. All the airports that I mentioned earlier were built by TAV Construction, and other than this, in the Middle East, most of the largest airports are constructed and being constructed by TAV Construction. Qatar Hamad International Airport, Cairo International Terminal, Oman Muscat Airport, Bahrain International Airport, and Abu Dhabi Midfield Terminal Complex is being built by TAV Construction. The group currently operates 15 airports in 6 different countries in multiple geographies. The group's revenue reached over 700 million euros last year. We have more than 50,000 employees and we have footprint almost in 100 airports. It's not only airport operations management, but through our TAV Operations Services company, where we do hospitality services, we manage lounges all around the world. TAV's major shareholder is Groupe ADP, which is managing Paris Charles de Gaulle, Orly and Le Bourget airports. ADP holds 46% of TAV, and as an airport platform, as the group, we are now managing over 220 million passengers in 6 continents with 27 airports. TAV's major shareholder is Groupe ADP, which is the operator of Paris Charles de Gaulle, Orly and Le Bourget airports. As Groupe ADP, we are in 4 continents managing almost 220 million passengers. So TAV is a part of a larger group. If you look at the global airport industry, the global airport sector market is 161 billion US dollars. There are 8 billion passengers flying all around the world, and there are almost 4,000 commercial international airports that are operating. The growth for the last 8-9 years is in the average of 5.8%. The global passenger traffic of 8 billion is expected to double by year 2037. The global air fleet is expected to double in the same years. There are expected 2.6 billion infrastructure development for airport assets to cater this demand. For greenfield projects, we expect more than 250 billion to be invested for the new airport projects. How will be the new operations period within the new context? In this slide, you will see different parts of the airport's operation, like aviation and non-aviation. As you know, in aviation, we have aviation facilities like terminals, runways, airport-related facilities, and non-aviation facilities more on the commercial side, like retail areas, food and beverage areas, and car park areas. In the ideal world, we would like to have 50% of the revenues by aeronautical revenues and the other 50% by commercial, meaning non-aviation revenues. For all airport operators, the key factor is to be in the emerging markets. Because in the emerging markets, we have higher growth volume and we have higher per passenger spending at the airports. Because as airport operators, we make half of our money from commercial activities. As private airport operators, we are no more than a handful. When you look at this world map, you'll see the private operators, where they are and where they are operating globally. As an airport operator, we not only operate airports, but we also have some other activities like management contracts, concessions, advisory services, consulting, BOT concessions, and operations agreements. All of our contracts are not the same. We have different contracts for each country and for each airport. In some, we are the investors, designers, contractors, and operators of the assets for a limited period of time. In some, we could be the owner of the asset, and in some, we just do the operations and maintenance. In the new world, increasing the automation and digitalization at the airport will be the key factor. Because passengers want to move fast at the airport, they no longer want to wait in the queues. They want to get the information they need as quick as possible, and this could be commercialized as well. Because of COVID-19, we also took some measures for the passenger to be more comfortable, to have them at the airport without touching anything and to have a smooth journey. As an example to our technological development, we made a project together with Riga International Airport. An airport CDM project was launched, and TAV Technologies have successfully developed the software and implemented, and now it's in use. We are expecting this to be certified by September this year. As part of our experience during the COVID period, we have also implemented new operational guidelines. We have new guidelines for accessing to the office, we have new guidelines for our employees at work, and also for operations for our staff and for our passengers. Prior to your journey, you may check our mobile application to understand the waiting times at the airport, to understand the parking areas at the airport side. You may print your mobile pass. You may have your remote check-in and baggage operation. You may ask for VIP services like lounge or company services. And the car, if you need to have some pickup or car rental options, you may reach them through the mobile application. So all these could be arranged before the flight. At the curbside, again through your mobile device, you may do your contactless paying for the parking. You may have the information screens to understand the flights, any delays possible, or the waiting times. And at the airport entry, you will have a lot of information screens to help you and to guide you to your gate. On the land side, we have the similar information screens to help you to guide to your transport, whether it's a train, subway, taxi, or bus. You may have any kind of contactless payment for these transport issues. You may have the self-service kiosks for any of these services, and it's an endless opportunity for passengers to use our digital services. Our technological solutions also provides easiness for passport and immigration counters. You may have digital access through our e-gates by crossing the border. You may have much easier passport and immigration services. The health and temperature management could be done through some screens, and the security equipment that we use as metal detectors and x-rays are provided accordingly. At the airside, after the control, you may access to all our commercial services through your mobile application. You may do the pre-order, the pickup, selection of goods, asking for assistance, the VIP services, and also the queue management and wayfinding inside the airport. Also on arrival, similar to departure, you will have these contactless payment options at the arrival shops. At immigration, same for digital passes, temperature measurement on arrival, and access to any kind of transport services. I thank you for listening to me, and it's a great honor to address you, although it's through a electronic device, and hope to meet you soon in person in Riga. Thank you.